Burley Sew.
Hello everybody, and thanks for tuning in to Burley Sew. I'm your host Purified, and today we're going to take a good look at the Brother SE400 Embroidery and Sewing Machine. Let's start by turning it on. On the right hand side you'll see the toggle switch. You just flip the toggle switch to the right, the machine comes to life. You can see the bright LED touch display. This is where you just touch to choose any one of the stitches that come pre-programmed in, or change the parameters for the stitch. The SE400 comes with many pre-programmed embroidery designs. You can also purchase more designs on special Brother diskettes that slide right into the side of the machine here. Another alternative is to use a USB cable and hook it up to your computer, and you can import designs that you download from websites or that you create yourself using embroidery design software. If you choose to use the foot pedal versus operation manually, you can plug it in right here. I'll show you the manual operation later, and then of course we have the air vent here on the left. It has a standard hand wheel. You just rotate it counterclockwise or towards you to advance one stitch, or to manually raise and lower the needle. It has a raised line on it that will help you indicate the bottom or the top of the needle stroke. The spool holder is right and back, operates just like I'm sure most other machines. Here is a built-in bobbin winder, very nice. It also has all the diagrams to show you how to wind a bobbin, how to thread the machine. I'll try to get a close-up of those either later in another video. And right here is the tension wheel, which controls the tension of the bobbin and the stitch. I'll go into greater detail in another video about proper tension. I mentioned earlier that you can control the speed of the machine two different ways. One is the foot pedal, and the other is by using the manual slider located on the front. I personally have been using the slider, and it's been working out really well for me. To start and stop the manual stitching, there's a power button right here that turns the needle on and off. You can see it's red because the presser foot right now is in the upward position. When I lower the presser foot, it'll turn green, and then you'll know that it's okay to sew. But right now that it's in the upward position, it won't let you start the stitch, and it'll give you a warning when you push it up on the LED display. Basically says, yeah, you can't sew right now. Lower the presser foot lever, and then you just click close. Lower the presser foot lever, and you're good to go. Alright, let's take a better look at the LED display. As I said, it was a touch screen, so all you have to do is touch whatever stitch you want to select. You can see it has a picture of the stitch, what it'll look like, right on there. And you can also edit the length and frequency of the stitch. The front of the machine has a plate on it that shows all the stitches that are available, close to 70. You can see them all laid out. And then you can see it has some really interesting stitches, as far as it has a series of overcasting stitches that you can use to bind frays on the side of material. And then it has decorative stitches. And then as I move this down here, you can see that there's a series of different buttonhole stitches available with the foot. It comes with the foot, and then it also sews the button as well, and it comes with that foot and a few other feet. Now we can take a look at the presser foot lever. It's located right in the throat here, and that raises the presser foot up and down. And then you can see the red light. Now it's green, now it's red and green. That indicates that it's okay to sew. Lift it up, it's in the safe position. It has a quick release presser foot. Just push the button in the back, it drops off. That reveals the feed dogs, which when the presser foot is pressing down against them, it helps move the material the direction that you're sewing. And they're just bars that have grooves in them. And as easy as the foot came off, it goes back on. You just drop it on top of the connecting rod, and now you're ready to sew. Another interesting feature is the feet are all lettered. And I don't know if this is true with all machines or not, but these are all lettered. This is a J foot, and when you look at your stitch that you have selected, it tells you what foot you need to use. And if you look in the upper left hand corner there, you can see that this is a J stitch. And on the foot, if I can get in focus, there's the J. If you switch stitches and you're doing a different type of stitch, this one particularly, it's a overcasting stitch that you would use the G foot on. You can see that it requires the G in the upper left hand corner. And then of the last few things, if you pop this piece off, that does two things. The first thing that this does is it gives you a narrower base to work with. So if you're doing pant legs, cuffs, something like that, any kind of project that would require a smaller surface to rotate around and not get hung up on the bottom because it is raised off the table, you can do that. So this narrower base is quite handy sometimes. And finally, the embroidery unit also slides in this slot right here, just slides right over, which I'll show in another video. That's a video in itself. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video. This has been a good look at the Brother SE400 Embroidery and Sewing Machine. Please subscribe, leave your comments below, and thanks for tuning in to Burley Sew.